Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I went with Aragorn and Mithrandir into Minas Morgul, which you see behind me, in the Morgul Vale. But now, I'm going to continue questing here in Ithilien. So yeah, I was, I guess, over here with them, and I'm gonna go back to the crossroads. Let's keep going. I'm having fun. This season feels like it's... I don't know, it feels a little more organized than the last few have, which I like. It's all building up to the assault on the Black Gate.
With the bridge in ruins, the threat of those in Minas Morgul is much diminished.
It would be difficult for great numbers to make it across swift currents of the Morgul Duin. I am, however, concerned about those noxious flowers we came across, Kip, and no good can come from such things. You should speak with the prattling Angbor and let him know that our work here is done. I believe Aragorn is ready to move the forces further north. You went to the Morgul Vale and did not invite me? Well, I suppose I had plenty to oversee and keep busy with, so we shall be on the move again? I must give orders to have my men ready. Okay, perfect. The road through North Ithilien will be difficult. We must rely on Lord Faramir's rangers to lead us along the hills safely. Why don't you speak with Moblung in Osgiliath about this? Okay. Let me go back down to Osgiliath then. Virtue cap reached, so I did loyalty. I need to go to wit next. Make sure that is full on. Looks like we're ready to vector a little further north.
Be wary, my friends. Evil spoils these grounds.
The Rangers of Ithilien are here to do our part in the march. You remember Thurindal, do you not? He has been scouting in North Ithilien for some time now. I have arranged for him to meet you near the crossroads. You are to travel with him ahead of the host of the West. First, however, you should speak with Angbor and relay these plans. Alright, I think I can finally turn in this quest. Let me do the weekly one.
The Rangers will not surrender Osgiliath.
Excellent, our business is concluded for now. Alright, good. And then I have the daily one, which I need 50 tokens.
Must be defeated.
Let me see how many I have. 17, so it'll take me a little while. Okay. Let's go talk to Angbor yet again. A little bit of back and forth. Good, good. I'm glad we shall have the Rangers for guides. Please go on ahead. I will remain here and make sure all our supplies and men are accounted for and ready to march. We will meet again soon, I am sure of it. Okay, now we can kind of slowly start making our way north. Here's Thurindal. He's the guy I got a bunch of quests from last time.
Will you hear my plight?
Kippen, thank you for meeting me here. Much has happened since you passed through South Ithilien. For our parts, we Rangers have ever moved, striking at the enemy where we might. Bar Hurin, alas, could not be defended and was lost. Men too we have lost, but I shall dwell on that, not now. Come, we have much to discuss if we are to shepherd an army through the lands of North Ithilien. Okay, so I guess that was a vector to him, because he did have a lot of quests for me, which I already picked up in the last episode, so I need to kill these defilers and destroy their totems. Good. The Grip of Mordor. While adventuring in North Ithilien, you have come upon many of the enemy's forces in the old ruins of North Ithilien and in the foothills of Ephel-Duath. The enemy's forces suffered a setback in Gondor, but the Dark Lord is far from bested. You should defeat the enemy's forces in North Ithilien and make a clear way for the host of the West. Okay, so I need to defeat 20 of these? Wow. That's a lot. For now, let me focus on one defiler at a time. Lots of defilers around. Well, you know what? Let's see. Ah, these are ranged. I forgot. Not gonna be able to. Well, sometimes you can kind of like slowly move them together. More defilers. All right. Let me look at the map. Yeah, there should still be several up ahead. Need one more? Let me see. Alright, let me grab this guy here. And there we go. I need to keep destroying spires, so let me get this guy. Why not? Okay, and then one last spire here. I don't think I need to be killing these anymore, but I do still need like 20 total, so might as well. Okay, good. Next. What is next? Need to do some patrols. Let me patrol that way. Overgrown branches. So I should probably be destroying some of those as well. As you explore North Ithilien, it becomes apparent that the roadways, which were once well-traveled, have become overgrown and challenging to traverse. If the host of the West is to pass through these lands, they shall have need of clear paths. You should clear the roadways of North Ithilien of overgrown branches and aid in the advance of the host of the West. Will do. What is the horsetail? That is just a resource node. You know, sometimes the floating names does help if you're looking for specific things. Although these are pretty obvious. Just following the road, you can get all of these, it looks like. Alright, I need one more. What is a vetchling? Files of Crimson Extract. So should I be collecting these things? This is weird. I've never seen anything like this where you have like these random plants that give you resources like this. Now I'm a little obsessed about collecting these. I'm not entirely sure what these are for. Alright, I probably won't get too obsessed with it. Let me go back and try to find the last overgrown bush. Ithilien mountain lion. Doesn't count for anything besides just some stuff. You discovered mangled remains of a ranger who appears to have fallen a great distance. Yikes. Yep. Not good. Okay, let me go this way. These guys still don't count for anything. Here is my last overgrown branch. You have cleared a great deal of overgrown branches and plants from the roadways of North Ithilien. It will make traveling easier in the wilds and aid the hosts of the West in their advance toward the Black Gate. Okay, excellent. Now what? So I need to defeat orcs in this area, it looks like. Let me get this guy. Get the archer. Pile of skulls. Alright, so I didn't realize I was looking for a pile of skulls in here either. I'll keep an eye out. Alright, let me fight all of these guys. Let me just kill this one. You have defeated many of the enemy's forces in North Ithilien and made clear the way for the hosts of the West. While their numbers will likely return in time, you have routed them for the moment. I need to keep... There's so many other nodes here that keep distracting me. The chests, the horsetail things, treasure cache, buckthorn. I am facing the target, dude. Come on. See, all these little things are driving me crazy because I'm so obsessive. It feels like I should be collecting these. I don't know what for, but it's like, I want to collect them, you know? Got a fellow adventurer here, level 140. You know, I don't even know what the new max level is with the Corsairs of Umbar expansion. Is it like 145, 150? Who knows? Three more of those, a bunch of axes still left. Get that rock rose. As a scholar node I cannot use, of course. The chest. You know, why don't I get on my pony? What am I doing on foot? It makes no sense. Especially since I can interact on these things with on horseback. Okay. Are we good here? Need more stuff. Two more axes, one more skull. We're getting there. Up here? Did I explore up here? Yeah, I did. Let me go down this way. Yeah, I don't want to fall there. No, thank you. I'll grab this, why not? Let me look at the map. Okay, so maybe... I can't go up there. Should be right on top of something, but I guess not. You can't trust the tracker here 100%, unfortunately. Let me come up this way. There we go, we got some skulls. So I'm looking for one axe. Come on, give me an axe. This is painful. I might edit a little bit if it takes me too long. There we go. Couple of axes up here. Perfect. Now I need to patrol a little bit to the north. Let's go. Pretty close. Look at that tree. Oh, it's two of them. That makes more sense. A heavy shadow hangs over you, but you cannot spy what might have cast it. Interesting. And then finally, I need to patrol that way. The shores of the Anduin north of Osgiliath. Let's go. Aha! An encampment of enemies. While exploring the shores of the Anduin, you have discovered a company of Varyogs camped upon its bank. Upon closer inspection, you realize that it's none other than J.R.R. and his men. Despite your terse interactions in Osgiliath, his men do not appear immediately hostile, and he gestures for you to approach. Why have you come here? Have you come to test our threats? As I said before, we have no quarrel with Gondor and no quarrel with you. Our only concern is a swift return to Khand. The supplies you traded in Osgiliath are of great use to us, but the gold shall not avail us until we are home and far from the reach of Mordor. The Kundalar know nothing of our plan to return to Khand, and indeed, it would be best for both of us if they did not learn it. The lord that offered us gold in exchange for our services is an unscrupulous fellow, and I would prefer to keep his attention elsewhere. The orcs and Kundalar that inhabit these lands are no friends of ours, and for that reason, we shall keep to the western shores of the Great River. I have a proposal for you, Warden. Keep the Easterlings and orcs distracted, and we shall see you well rewarded. We do not expect to be free of encounters with them, but to have fewer to deal with would be a great boon to my company. Offer me your name and your service, or depart and trouble us no more. You give your name to Jarl Gurthum and accept the offer to keep the enemy's forces at bay, knowing that the Rangers work to the same end. Those who seek to deceive my company do not live long enough to realize their mistake. I have not misjudged you, have I? We shall expect to see you again and hear your reports near the field of Cormelin. If you do not know it, I would suggest you look for a ring of vibrant trees surrounding a meadow. If beauty were gold, this land would be among the richest. Okay. It's kind of cool. I like this subplot that they're setting up where we're kind of following him and his company trying to escape out of here. I think it'll eventually lead to something interesting. I still need to patrol here. The shore is littered with bodies of orcs that drowned while fleeing in the battle. Indeed it is. Okay, so we're going all the way up to Aelin Varen. So we're going all the way up. So we're actually progressing north pretty quickly here, if I must say. See some war bands popping up. Of course, I will do that towards the end of the season. I like the format that I've been following where I do the war bands in their own separate episode towards the end. Generally, those episodes are a little shorter, but I like the organization it provides. I'm loving the Ithilien map. It's very beautiful here, indeed. As has been said, it is supposed to be the Garden of Gondor, so I appreciate it. I loved South Ithilien as well, and North Ithilien is living up to the hype. Trying to get to the road here so I can follow it. As you can see, I can't just buck straight across. There we go. Nice. Beautiful landscapes for us to enjoy on the ride together. We'll do a little bit of appreciation here together. Very nice. Gotta love some of these sceneries sometimes. Very beautiful indeed. Sometimes it's nice for me to keep my commentary to a minimum. That way we can just enjoy the piece together. There's something very calming about just riding through Middle-earth and Lord of the Rings Online. Enjoying the scenery, enjoying the music. We are in Eithilien. Hope you guys enjoyed that little tidbit. Snakes in the trap. As you journey through North Ithilien, you come upon a curious sight. A group of rangers of Ithilien holding 4 Haradrim as prisoners. The rangers of Ithilien have never been known to take prisoners, so perhaps there is a reason that this party of Haradrim has been spared. You should find the captain of the rangers at Eithilien and speak to him about the Haradrim. I must have missed that. I didn't see it.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
While I am gladdened that many orcs failed in the crossing of the Anduin, I fear we will not soon see the last of the enemy's wraiths and their terrible flying beasts. We shall have to use greater caution in our movements lest we be discovered from above. For my part, I am glad that you remained hidden from their sight, my friend. I shall bring these tidings to Captain Anborn at Henneth Anun.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
So it is done, my friend? Fine work. The orcs burned many of the trees near the crossroads, but none thought to poison the earth like those defilers. In time, Ithilien will always healed its wounds. Let us hope that this time is no different.
Will you hear my plight?
I mourn my fallen brothers, and it wounds me greatly to know their deaths could have been prevented. You have avenged them, my friend, and that is all I can ask. This warn has worn us all to the point of breaking, and I fear much of it is still lying ahead. Kippen, soon I shall show you the way to Henneth Anun, and then you shall truly be one of our number. For those of us that remain to stand against the enemy, we must remain united and trust in our fellows.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
I am glad you have come as I asked, Kippen. Some of my brethren here appear to have captured a band of Southrons. I cannot understand their purpose in doing so, as the Rangers do not often permit prisoners, or even guests. I trust that there is wisdom in their action, but I do not have time to remain here and investigate further. Instead, I leave that task to you. I must return to my Captain Anborn and tell him of the many things I have witnessed in Ithilien and on the Pelennor. I shall continue onward to Henneth Anun. When you are ready, you should follow my path. Head north along the roadway and I will guide you to the refuge. Okay, very cool. Before we continue with the Haradrim here, we should call it an episode and wait until the next one. I think that this is the perfect stopping point for this episode. And so, thank you very much for watching as always. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so. See you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.